What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into the sins of Sinister with Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants, issue number 3. This will be part 9 of Sins of Sinister. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but my voice is a little bit messed up today. I'm gonna do my best to get through these comics, cause you know it's Wednesday, it's Marvel Comics Day, there is no way that we're not covering some comics. So just bear with me if my voice cracks or I have any issues, just look past it. But we are jumping 1,000 years into the future. Sinister has made his way to John IRONFIRE, with IRONFIRE once upon a time being the right hand to Storm. His goddess had tasked him with protecting the Moiras, protecting the laboratory at all costs. With Sinister returning to try and reclaim his clones, what they find behind them is the armada of the Red Diamond Fleet. The fleet that belongs to Emma Frost. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Man, that intro was a little bit harder than it usually is. But we're gonna dive right into this. We are picking up with John IRONFIRE. He knows that the Queen in Red is coming. She is coming to break them, and he knows that they are not ready. After the Diamond Jubilee disaster, they are nothing more than a shadow of their former strength. He knows if they fall, everything will fall with them, that they need a symbol of hope. And Cora knows exactly what they need to do. With her mutant heart still beating after 900 years, they know what they have to do. And they do mention that Cable is no longer around. He had fallen to Orphan Madrox, and right now they want his counsel more than ever. But they walk into a room. This is where we find Sinister. And here in this room, we have what is called the New Five. Because Sinister and John IRONFIRE, they are preparing to do a resurrection. That's what takes us to the beautiful, the wonderful, the powerful, the terrifying Emma Frost. The ice-hearted queen making her way through space. Finally having the location of the last stronghold of John IRONFIRE. She plans to burn them all out this day. While her armada moves towards all of our heroes, Sinister had held on to a very unique treasure, a single vial of Hope's precious blood. This gives them the key to unlocking true resurrection, with Krana the Commander giving her order to life and to bear life. Bloodroot the Bone Shaper formed veins and limbs. He is a sculptor of flesh. And then the Mind Flayer, tearing memories from the king himself, of his old goddess. And Cora, she bathed them all in her heart's fire. This created the union that they need. And this returns our goddess Storm. We see her risen anew, reborn among them. The great leader of the old has finally returned to fight the last foe. When John IRONFIRE says her name, we see that Storm, she doesn't have all of her memories. She's not entirely sure exactly who she is. And John IRONFIRE never thought he would ever say this, but he says thank you to Sinister. And this Storm, she has all the knowledge that John IRONFIRE had supplied, but she has none of her memories. The Storm that John IRONFIRE once knew, she no longer remains. She still is dead. What we have before us is something new. All the knowledge that John IRONFIRE has provided, he has seen her as a goddess from the very beginning. And so the knowledge that Storm gets is that she is in fact a goddess. This is when the alarms go off. Everybody moves to their battle stations. And before you can even blink your eyes, we see this battle is well underway. From the Loud Hailers, to the Hot Claws, to the High Summers, the battle is bloody, the battle is brutal, and there are few survivors. And our Red Queen, she wanted all of this to be wrapped up before Beast and his armada had arrived. She wanted this battle to already be over with. This is where she decides that she is going to take it into her own hands. And we see the Red Queen go into a room, going into a type of bathwater. What this actually is a giant weapon, being of both Sinister and Emma Frost. This is one of the most deadliest people on the entire planet, and she initiates the Mistress Mold, the Blood Diamond Monarch. She activates her giant robot Emma Frost, with Emma Frost having absolute control over it. She has turned herself into a giant Gundam, and she has come to punish John Ironside and all of the rest. As the people scream for Storm to protect them, the Queen of Blood's blows, they echo through a sun under siege. This battle infecting the integrity of this center sun itself. Storm can hear the pain of the stars, of the sky. And of course, Sinister, he proposes going to the vault, going to the laboratory. Of course, John Ironfire isn't going to do this. He has no intention of letting him anywhere near there. And recognizing he's not gonna get in just yet, he goes over to the last Doombot that is crushed under some rubble. He pulls off the hand of the Doombot, and he uses it as a gun. As we see Storm making her way up to Emma Frost, she is recognizing that she was born to battle. She has John Ironfire's knowledge of what she can do, but not how she did it. While instincts are good, the experiences would be much better. But this is what they have to work with Korra giving herself to her goddess. We see Storm just stupid overpowered. For 9 long centuries, Korra's power had matured in her heart. 900 years of waiting for the moment to give it all once more. And as this battle had raged on, she rose to fight alone. On the ground level, we see Sinister, John Ironfire, and Korra. They are struggling to hold the line. One by one, the new 5 is slowly taken down. Eventually, Korra meets her ultimate fate. This is when everybody looks to the stars, bearing a miracle that floats up there. Lightning coming from Storm's hands. Emma Frost seeing Storm, saying that it is nice to see you again. But the old Storm, she might have been of concern. You are nothing more than a newborn. A spark of raw power without any knowledge. You have no idea even how to fight, let alone how to win. But Storm also lets it be known that she hasn't learned how to lose either. She has no rules of limits or boundaries. She is not stuck down by fear. All she knows is the play of the living sky. The wind, the seasons, the lightning. This is where we see raw electrons transfer through her sky, all torn directly from those bonds connecting atoms. The carbon molecules bonding to form the frost-hearted queen, all shattered into fragments in that moment with nuclear force. We see the Armada, we see Emma Frost's giant Gundam, all burst into flames. In one fail swoop, with a single thought, Storm has absolutely decimated Emma Frost and her Armada. But Storm, she paid a heavy price. She didn't block the radiation. Lacking the experience, she didn't know what would happen to her body as she falls from the sky, burnt to a crisp by radiation. But she has given this universe a chance. With John Ironfire covering her up, he picks her up and he goes to carry her off. And now that the battle has come to an end, Sinister is about to do what Sinister does best. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, sorry about my voice. I know a lot of you fans, you're just gonna say, it's not a big deal, but I'd like to put out some good quality. But this is Wednesday, it's Marvel Day. It's one of our biggest days that we do every single week. And so we can't miss out on huge stories like this, even if I was dumb and decided to yell a little too loudly. But let me know what you guys think. This was a relatively good story. It was nice to see the resurrection of Storm. I think many of us saw this coming, and it was nice to see a Storm that is more or less uninhibited. She doesn't know the true extent of her powers, which means she doesn't understand limitation. In her mind, there are no limits, there are no boundaries, there are no walls that she can't get past. There's no such thing as Alpha or Omega. There is just Storm. And the knowledge that she has in her mind is that of John Ironfire, the man who has more or less been a religious zealot for her. Not necessarily in a bad way, but he sees her as a goddess. And so the only thing that she has in her mind is that she is in fact a goddess. If you believe, or the only memories you have are the fact that you are a goddess, you are going to be able or be capable of godlike things. And we witness this. We witness Storm being a god, going down to the very molecular level and just absolutely decimating, destroying an entire armada instantly. Now just imagine if she had a little more experience. She would be unstoppable. Unfortunately, that experience was necessary. Because of it, the radiation ate her up. And as quickly as our god rose to power, we watched as that angel fell to her death. But now that the armada has been cleared out, Sinister and John Ironfire are about to have a discussion. More than likely will lead to violence, but it is all for this moment, to get that Sinister laboratory, to find the Moira clones, and restart everything. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with this series, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with Sins of Sinister. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.